Hello everyone. Today we'll be discussing about the OOPS concepts and the solid principles, right? So we'll be basically making use of the JavaScript programming language. So OOPS is a programming paradigm that uses objects to model real world entities. We know this one, right? Basically, OOP uses objects to model real world entities. As I've said, we'll be making use of the JavaScript, this one, programming language, and JavaScript implements OOP through the prototypes. This we know. Again, I'm telling JavaScript implements OOP through the prototypes. So it allows the features like encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, and abstraction. So these four topics will be going through in detail and with the example, right? So let's see. Initially, we'll be going with the encapsulation, right? So what is encapsulation mainly? Encapsulation means building data and methods. While I say data, I'm speaking of the properties, and while I say methods, I'm speaking of the functions, right? So encapsulation means building data and methods inside an object while restricting direct access to some of them, right? So again, I'm telling this is important concept. Encapsulation means building data, nothing but the properties, and methods, nothing but functions, inside an object while restricting direct access to some of them, right? So we'll see the same thing with a very simple example, right? First, what I'll do, let's just define a car class. In my case, I'll just give here class car. So we have defined a car class, right? Inside this, I'll just make use of the constructor. This is fine. Let's pass the parameters brand as well as model, right? Let's go with the next step. Let's go with the initialization, right? I'll just give here this dot brand. Let's initialize this one to brand. Then this dot model, I'll just initialize this one to the model. Finally, I'll just make use of the variable speed, and I'll just initialize this one to the numerical value 0 initially, right? So these two are public property. This one we know. This model and brand, whatever I have given, this is public property, and let speed equals 0. I have initialized speed to numerical value 0. This one is there, right? This is a private property. So I'll just come here. Next, let's go with the private method. So I'll just give here this dot get speed. So here let's make use of the arrow function. I'll just give here speed, right? Let's go with set speed this time. This dot set speed. Let's pass the parameter value here. So I'll just make use of the ternary operator here. Speed equals value. If it's greater than 0, then we will be displaying the value. Else, we'll just give 0. I hope this is fine, right? So I'll just come out of this class, right? So next, what I'll do, let me make use of the method accelerate. So I'll just give here accelerate. So here, let's try to access the private speed, right? So for that, I'll just make use of the set speed here. Let me go with set speed. Within this, I'll just give here this dot get speed plus 10. This is fine. Again, I'm telling this line, basically what we are doing here, we are just trying to access the private speed. Let me quickly log something here. I'll just log here. In my case, I'll just make use of template literals, nothing but the backticks here. So within the flower bracket, I'll just give here this dot brand. So we have brand, right? So let's pass the brand as well as model. So I'll just come here. Let me pass the model. So here this will be this dot model. This one is fine. Then is now going at let me give here. Let's pass here. We have get speed, right? I'll just give here get speed. This is function. So this is fine. This one kilometer per hour. Let me give here kilometer per hour. This is fine. So let me make use of one more method. I'll just go with brake. We have made use of the accelerate method above. So now we'll make use of the brake method, right? So I'll just come here. Again, we will reduce the private speed. Nothing but I'll just make use of the set speed here. Again, here I'll just give this dot get speed. We, as I've said, we'll be reducing the private speed. I'll just give -10 here. This is fine. Next step, let's quickly log. I'll just make use of the template literals. Let me give here. Let's make use of brand and model. Similar to the previous method. Inside the previous method, we have made use of brand and this one model, right? Same thing here. Slowed down to, let's pass here this one get speed function. So nothing but I'll just give here get speed. So this will be kilometer per hour itself. So this is fine. Next, what we will do, let's quickly create an object of the car. Again, I'm telling, let's quickly create an object of car. Here I give cons my car. So here we are creating the object of a car, right? So I'll just give here my, so this has to be car. Within this one, we have this one within the strings we have to give, right? So here I'll just give some random name. I'll just give Tesla here and model 3 here. This is fine. Next, I'll just make use of the my car dot. Let's pass some method here. Accelerate and brake we have considered right here. So I'll just give accelerate here. And finally, my car another method. Let's pass another method here. Nothing but brake. So now here we need to get the output. What output we need to get here? Tesla Model 3 is now going at this one, this speed. Some we have passed 10 right here. This one 10 kilometer per hour, and this one brake. We have to get Tesla Model 3 slowed down to 0 kilometer per hour. That's what output we need to get here based on the code that we have written, right? So let me quickly run the code. Let's see what output we got. So, wait, 22 and 23 I have. What did I do here? Just give me a second here. Sorry. So, I'll just copy this one. Quickly cut this one. Let's make use of this one, JavaScript basically, not the TypeScript. Sorry. Let me paste this one. Let's run the code now. So, const my car, unexpected identifier my car. So yeah, what mistake I have done here is we have to completely come out of the class, right? So I just give here, just come out of this one. So let me paste this one here. Let me run the code again now. Yeah, Tesla model is now going at 10 km per hour. Tesla model 3 slowed down to 0 km per hour. So this one is completely correct. So I'll just quickly explain what I have done here. So the constructor here, what I have made use of this one, you can clearly see here, right? This defines the public properties, brand and model. You can clearly see here, right? The constructor defines the public properties, brand as well as the model, and the private this one property speed using the closures. You can clearly see here. While explaining this one, I had already said. So I hope this one is clear. The constructor defines the public property, brand, model, and private property speed. This one, what I have initialized to 0 here. This one, private property speed using the closures. Get speed and set speed. Here we are making use of get speed and the set speed. You can clearly see here. Get speed and the set speed act as private methods to access the speed. Again, I'm telling this one is important basically. Get speed and setSpeed act as private methods to access the speed. Again, so we are making use of this one, accelerate and the brake methods, right? So methods accelerate and brake, what they are doing, they modify the speed using the private methods. Again, I'm telling, they are modifying the speed using the private methods, which basically demonstrate the encapsulation, right? So I hope the concept of encapsulation is completely clear. So next example, next topic, let's go with the inheritance and polymorphism, right? For now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.